The mind games that this whole show has set us on is like taking off your hat, slicing the top of your head open, pulling out your brains, sticking them in a blender, rinse them around for a little while, put them back in, put it all back together, put your hat on.
One of these people is a traitor, the mole. He or she is secretly preventing everyone else from winning money. Which one of them is the traitor? Could it be Anne-Marie, the 60-year-old estate agent whose outbursts have been splitting the team? Or perhaps it's Mark, the lawyer. He's smart, but can he be trusted? Or maybe the mole is Crystal Rose, the 21-year-old model who's sharper than she might seem.
Morning. Good morning. I have an assignment for you. Which one of you is used to having their photo taken? Crystal.
Walk this way.
Crystal will be dressing up in disguise and hiding from her teammates.
I'll be seeing you very soon.
For the rest of them, we have another assignment.
Downstairs, there are 2 limousines. Standing next to them, 2 security guards holding 2 briefcases. In the briefcases is a total of $5,000.
Their assignment is to spend all the money, all $5,000, within 3 hours.
Let's move.
It sounds easy, but they're not allowed to buy objects that they can own. They're also not allowed to give the money away or waste it. And they're not allowed to spend more than $1,000 on any one thing.
You could just drive a car and get it smashed all there.
We have to consume it all, remember?
Brothels are legal.
Brothel is out. That idea is out the window.
No, yeah, that's it.
Each group is hitting the phones to organise how they're going to spend the cash inside the 3 hours.
A helicopter ride. Do you have one of
They've
those?
split the money between them, so each group must spend $2,500.
Just wondering what your most expensive wine or champagne is that you have.
Who did we call?
$13.
They're only allowed to spend $1,000 on any one thing. So the 2 groups have to make sure that they each spend their money in different ways.
Hello.
Hi, darling, it's Anne-Marie.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Good. Listen, we've booked a helicopter flight for half an hour.
For half an hour?
Yeah.
Awesome.
You're on, mate.
Have you booked
cool.
anything yet?
We're heading to Ashmore Tavern because they've got heaps of champagne and, expensive alcohol. So that's what we're doing first.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right, cool. I'll speak to you later.
Okay, what are they doing?
Well, they're going to Ashmore. They reckon they've got very, very expensive champagne. But I think that's silly. But how are we going to drink it?
That's the most expensive?
That's the most expensive.
$500. 96 grains, $500.
$500 for a bottle of wine. And because they're not allowed to own anything, they have no choice but to drink it.
500.
Fantastic. This is excellent.
The helicopter flight is costing them $1,000. It's a good way to spend money, but it'll take half an hour and time for them is valuable.
It's a successful mission. Cheers, guys. Good help.
Very well.
They've got a little over 2 hours to go, and these 3 still have $2,000 they have to spend.
Cheers, people.
Everybody's spending money like there's no tomorrow, but they've got to do it quickly.
I wonder if we can see these sharks.
Meanwhile, Crystal Rose is starting her assignment. We've taken her to Warner Brothers Movie World, and her assignment will be to dress up in disguise and hide from her teammates.
Thank you.
Crystal will be made up by a professional makeup artist, and she'll have access to all the Movie World costumes.
Can I be Batgirl?
You can be Batgirl, sure.
All she has to do is decide what character she wants to play.
Hear me roar. Meow.
This assignment will be a battle between Crystal and her teammates. If they find and recognise her within half an hour, they'll win $5,000 for the kitty.
I can see myself on that motorcycle quite comfortably.
But if Crystal's disguise is too good and they can't find her, she'll be given a free pass to the next episode. Crystal can choose any of the movie world characters as a disguise, but she's instead come up with a different idea.
Maybe I should just be part of the crowd. They won't really think that I'll be blending in, I don't think. So I can just become inconspicuous and be part of the crowd. I think that might be my best bet. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
I was wondering if you guys could possibly do a huge favour for me. I need to hide from some friends of mine, and I'm just wanting to hide myself inside a family and try and blend in with the crowd. I was wondering whether you guys would be free in about 2 hours or so.
Sure.
Yeah, we've only just got here, so yeah, we'll be here all day.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Crystal's idea is to become part of a family.
Selena.
Selena.
This is Madison.
Hi, Maddie. How are you? That's good.
Joshua.
Hello, Joshua. Maybe I could dress up like an auntie or something like that.
Like our aunt?
Yeah, your auntie. Yeah. I've got a makeup artist.
So we should meet you there?
Yeah, we'll meet you there in about 2 hours, and you can see whether I pass for an aunt or not. Hopefully I do.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Crystal.
Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Come and have a seat.
Thank you.
Crystal will be transformed by Kim Sainsbury, one of Australia's most experienced special effects makeup artists.
I could become an auntie, grandmother sort of figure.
In less than 2 hours, Crystal will put on 10 kilos and 20 years. Everyone else is spending $5,000 as quickly as they can.
Let's rock. Let's go on.
The recording studio costs $600 for half an hour.
Okay, rock out, Pete. Now's the time, mate. Go.
If they can spend all $5,000 within 3 hours, we'll give them a prize of $5,000. But if there's any money left over, we'll take $5,000 away from them.
Pete, I think that's a wrap.
It's a wrap? Okay.
David, keep up.
David, Anne-Marie and Bob are spending $1,000 hiring a boat for an hour.
Can we get going?
But an hour's a long time in this game when they've only got 3 hours in total.
Nice work. We've got 1 hour 15 left. We've got to get back to the hotel and see Grant
35 minutes.
before our 3 hours is up.
Okay.
We don't do it, we lose.
Okay.
These three still have $500 left to spend. The other three have booked lunch. It's going to cost them $1,000, but it does include a private room, a butler and a massage.
Yeah.
We've got $400. Flick through.
Something might just jump right out at you there.
pages. Stamp.
Parasailing.
Stamp dealers.
Stamp. You get a
What
pretty expensive
if we
stamp.
got a $400 stamp and mailed it?
Just anywhere.
Just mailed it.
$400 on some antique stamps will use up the last of their money.
Morning. I was wondering if you have any sort of expense.
But before they can go stamp shopping, they have to eat lunch.
So we probably should start eating.
3 courses and they've
Bye-bye.
only got 20 minutes.
Yeah, cheers.
cheers.
Here's
To the mole.
extremely difficult challenge.
Anne-Marie, Bob and David are still stuck on the boat. They're running out of time and ideas.
What would you spend $500 on?
Chocolates?
Couldn't do it.
Well, chocolates are out. Booze is out. Thank God.
Did they buy booze?
Yeah, they bought wine. They're expensive bottle of wine.
We can't have any possessions. We can't own anything. We can't give anything away.
Cannot donate.
We cannot donate. All we can do is use.
If you're spending $1,000 on lunch, you'd want to spend all afternoon eating it. But there's no time to enjoy the meal when you have to wolf it down in 20 minutes.
You've got to go right now.
Okay,
half an hour.
let's move.
Let's get the receipt.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
All right.
Put the receipt in there and 400 to go.
Nice one.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Good luck. Bye.
Thanks for doing this. Hello, Mark speaking.
Yeah, David here.
Yep, hi.
Yeah, good, mate. Have you had lunch?
Yes.
You have had lunch. Have you
Yeah.
have you had wine?
Yes.
Have you been to the studio recording?
Yes.
How much money have you spent altogether?
We've spent 2,100. We're just going to spend our last 400 now.
On what?
We are buying an antique stamp and we are sending it.
Right. We have $500 left and we are going to have to hang up and work out what to spend it on.
How much do we got left?
Any suggestions from you guys?
500. Hire a Harley or something.
Can we hire a Harley and ride them back?
I don't know, they need ideas, guys.
Okay,
We've got 500 to spend in half an hour.
We've got 35 minutes once we get off the boat to do it.
What about perfume idea? Can you spend $500 on perfume and use it all?
That is a great idea. Just use the damn lot up, splash ourselves up heavy.
Splash it up. Splash it up.
Okay, matey.
All right, mate, we'll speak soon.
Thanks, matey. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
To go to the shop and buy perfumes, aftershaves, colognes, or whatever, pour them over ourselves.
Yep.
Right? We're not consuming it, we're wasting it.
These three have 15 minutes to spend $500. If they don't think quickly, they'll fail the assignment.
Now for the nose piece.
Crystal's disguise, meanwhile, is taking shape.
I've just got these gelatin appliances and I think...
The first stage is redesigning her nose.
I've always wanted a nose job, so it's been a good way to see whether I'll suit a different nose.
Yes, you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Look at that.
Crystal's assignment is to hide from her teammates.
Okay.
If she's successful, she'll win a free pass through to the next episode.
I would love to be Marilyn Monroe or Catwoman or something like that, but I just think that it'll be too obvious.
Yeah, melt into the crowd.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, which is a game and I've got to go with what will get me through.
As realistic as possible.
Exactly.
After the nose comes the skin.
Oh, now we're doing freckles?
Yes.
Kim is going to age Crystal by 20 years.
Colour. Okay, I'm just going to flick it on your skin and make freckles.
Shading round the eyes will add years to Crystal.
Some dark
circles. Oh, I'm sorry.
The real giveaway to her teammates would be the colour of Crystal's eyes.
So I think what we need to do is actually change your eyes to brown.
Brown?
So I've got a brown contact lens.
I've never had contacts in before.
And close gently and open. Wow.
Oh, that is so weird. I look like an alien. I don't think they're going to recognise me at all.
The next step is Crystal's hair.
Oh, this is so freaking me out. And I don't mean to insult anyone, but I hope I don't look like this in 20 years. These are my specs.
These are your glasses. Try those on.
As the final part of the makeover, Crystal needs to put on weight.
Actually, I've got a like a fat suit.
Oh, I don't want to be fat. Things you do, I tell you.
Because you don't have a bottom. Oh, we wish.
I like
we
it
wish.
that way.
Look at that.
Oh my god! No! Do you want to see my ass?
It's taken 2 hours, but once the makeover's finished, not even her mum would recognise her.
And they need to be a bit more saggier.
It's funny. It's amazing what you can do with a towel.
Crystal is being disguised. She's putting on 10 kilos and 20 years.
Give you a bit more breast.
Bit of padding, and they need to be a bit more saggier.
Yeah. There you go. Pop this one in here. Let's just give you a bit of a...
Crystal must hide from her teammates for half an hour.
Gross?
Yeah?
If she succeeds, she'll win a free pass to the next episode.
I think my boobs are too perky.
Do you think they're too perky? Yeah. Let's pull them down a bit.
But if they recognise her, they'll win $5,000 for the prize kitty.
Okay.
Try that. That's better.
Ah, that's a lot better.
Her friends, meanwhile, are on an assignment of their own. They have 10 minutes left to spend the last of their cash. Mark, Pete and Elena are spending their last $400 on some antique stamps.
Old stamps with original gum on them like that are hard to come by.
They're not allowed to own anything they buy, so their plan is to put the stamps on an envelope and post them.
It's over 100 years old.
Oh my God.
That's $380.
You got $20 more of stamps.
I can give you a $20 stamp.
A $20 stamp?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what we'll do.
Okay,
I'll take those.
Oh, we're posting these really special stamps.
I know. I used to collect stamps too.
Bob, Anne-Marie and David have 10 minutes left and $500 to spend. They've had a brainwave.
What is the most expensive scratchy you have currently available?
The biggest scratch we have today is the $5 one.
100 of them, it's $500.
Yep.
Right, okay. We'll have 100.
I hope I don't win anything. This is the first time in my life where I do not want to win on a scratchy. Isn't that just ridiculous?
through anything that's a winner, give it back to us in scratches, please, Russell.
We've got 7 and 10 so far.
To win the assignment, they must use up all their cash. So all the winnings from the scratchies are returned to them as yet more scratchies.
Check that these are not winners for me, please.
Yeah. That paper's been around for a bloody long time.
Man.
How does it taste? Oh, he's getting into it. Oh,
I'm not getting into it.
you're a sick man.
Not getting into it.
Oh my God, what are we doing?
Post is going to be freaking
Well, it's
good.
too late now.
Yeah, it's
so
done. It's done, it's done.
Sorry, Warren.
Okay. See you later. Oh, I don't want to get them wet. Oh, no.
There's only a few to go, guys. Go in, Harry. Go.
15.
Keep cranking it. Look, that's great. We've got through $500 worth of tickets. Okay, that's it. We're done here. Come on.
Go.
Their 3 hours is nearly up.
Hello.
Hello there.
How'd you go?
Very well. Spent all the money
Yeah? You got receipts for me?
Definitely, yeah.
in the case.
Lovely. Thank you very much. So what'd you spend it on?
First of all, we started off with a bottle of Grange Penfolds.
I see that.
96. And then we went to a recording studio and bashed out a few tunes.
Fantastic. Any naturals in amongst you?
No.
You know.
Good eye.
Then we went to the Sheraton, hired a room, got silver service, got served lunch, had massages, 3-course meal.
Fantastic. And what after that?
We had 400 to spend and we were a bit confused as what to do and we had a little time, so we decided that we'd use some stamps and post them.
100-year-old stamps.
Yeah, it was an ingenious idea, but when we got to it, we had a bit of an ethical dilemma.
Broke the guy's heart.
Did it?
When he found out we were
Posting them. Oh, well, you got to break a few hearts in this game, don't you?
You do.
All right, well done. It seems to be on the money.
Yeah.
Let's see how your compatriots did.
Hello, David.
Yeah, good.
How'd you go? What'd you do?
We've done well.
We went for a helicopter ride,
Yes?
a boat trip,
Yes?
and spent all our money on instant scratches.
$500.
And what's that?
There's
They're all the losing
scratches.
ones.
They're all lose.
Well, some of the losing scratches
We
anyway.
did win a few, but we just kept
And we
going
just kept
through.
going
We
back,
kept
going
until we
back,
had
going
enough.
So we spent $500.
You lost every one of them.
As we were winning some, we were playing them back into it.
Yeah,
and kept
until
playing
we-
back to us,
until
and
we
we just
bottomed
kept
out.
scratching until we bottomed out.
Well, you must have come very, very close because you're only in the nick of time.
Like this,
Like about a minute or two.
Well, I have to say that there's a total of $5,000 spent precisely, which is exactly the terms of the challenge.
Right.
So congratulations, it looks like there's $5,000 in the kit.
Well done.
I only have one minor point of contention with you. When you posted the stamps, who'd you post them to?
Posted them back to the guy who we bought them off.
You posted antique stamps to a stamp dealer.
Yep, they did today.
We did.
But they were,
Don't you think that would constitute a gift?
they were used.
They'd be postmarked once
Do you
they
think 100-year-old stamps, once used, would be worthless or just worth less? Also, do you think that that's commercial value? Do you think that a 45-cent postage fee should be paid with $400 worth of stamps?
That magical word that we reminded ourselves of. Wastage.
No wastage. So if the stamps were valuable and are now worth less, they're wastage. If they're not, they're a gift. Very sorry, but we're going to have to penalise you the $5,000 you've spent.
We tried, didn't we?
Yeah,
Give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a go.
Give it a shot.
We didn't even get far.
The mistake has reduced their prize kitty by $5,000. Could it have been carelessness or was it deliberate? Was this the work of the mole?
One of the rules was no wastage. Beat me straight away. I thought, you fools, how stupid can you be to spend all that money on those sort of stamps and then send them away? I can't get out of the other team who thought of the stamps because none of them seemed to want to admit to it.
When it fell through, I sort of thought, well, geez, that was, if Mark knew, if you think about it enough, you'd realise that the stamp would hold its value. I just, caught up in the moment with a few wines too, you don't really think as clearly.
Elena and Peter, they had a lot of time to think about the stamp idea, and they had a lot of time to say if they thought there were any potential problems with it, and they didn't.
We love that butt. That butt's working good. Look at that.
Oh my God.
See, that's going to be good. And see, it's just enough. It doesn't look
Crystal's
like up there.
disguise is complete. She's been transformed from a 21-year-old model to a 40-something auntie.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, guys.
Oh my goodness! Look, it doesn't even look like her, does it?
Do I look like an auntie?
Yeah. Very much.
A bit of padding and a bit of a bum now.
Wow.
Different hair.
Different coloured eyes.
Yes. So hopefully they won't see me.
Yeah, I don't think they'll recognise you. No way.
Let's go see, shall we?
Never.
Let's go. Let's go have some fun.
The assignment's going to start soon, but there's bad news for Crystal. It's raining, and with fewer people around, Crystal will be more noticeable to her teammates.
Your colleague, Crystal Rose, has been trained by us in the art of disguise. She's in this park. You have 30 minutes to find her, photograph her with a clearly identifiable picture. Split yourself into 3 groups of 2. Now.
Okay.
Okay. Find her, it's $5,000. Off you go.
We'll head up that direction. We're going top end of the park.
Look at the tension on Nana's face.
It's very intense right now. Mummy's very tense.
Crystal is in disguise, and her teammates have 30 minutes to find her.
Were you having fun yet, kids?
Her adopted family is taking their own home movie of the game. The other contestants have no idea where to even start looking.
You head down that way, Dave. Dave.
David.
Sexy.
That's not her. I was just checking her out to see if it was her. All right.
Crystal is 50 metres away from them. But instead of turning right, Bob and David turn left.
Yeah. Where? Straight in front of us. That's her.
Just a couple of minutes into the game, and it could have been all over.
I just had to make sure I was occupied with the family. I think that was the main objective, to look like I wasn't looking out for people.
And she could, like, just walk straight past us.
I know.
You know?
That's not her.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Tell by the jawline? She might not be dressed as something human. She could be like...
Could be dressed as
a tree or... I mean, she could be a rock.
She could be a rock.
The thing that'll give us is her height, okay?
Trippy eyes.
It should be one of the characters for sure.
Do you see that one back there? She looks straight at us. That'd be a bit
Too late
obvious.
now, let's just keep going.
Dave, it was that one I wanted you to look at.
Yeah, I was checking her out.
Crystal and the family are in the Looney Tunes area, within sight of Bob and David.
Dude, right there. There she is.
When a few of them walked past me, I was absolutely petrified because they looked directly at me. I swear, it's just full of tension, to be quite honest. My stomach was like a big knot and my eyes must have been like just popping out of my head.
No, I'm just looking for someone. You look like someone we know. I thought that was her.
Crystal's lasted 15 minutes so far. If she can last another 15, she'll win her free pass.
There's David and Bob.
It's deserted up there.
Well, it could be value in covering the same ground
Going
twice.
over the same ground.
Okay, we'll head there now.
She could be disguised as one of those characters and we won't know.
I think the characters might be a little too obvious.
It might be too obvious, so therefore it's a perfect disguise.
I think we're about halfway through.
I'm just going to take a photo of her. Oh, we've got one,
No.
maybe.
It's not her mouth, she's not as tall. Wait.
Do you reckon for sure? I mean, she could have fake tits in it.
Hello?
I know, but...
That's not Crystal's chest, even
No,
with
but-
movie magic.
Crystal's still at Looney Tunes. She's having her photo taken with her adopted family, but Mark and Elena are headed straight for them.
Watch these people's picture.
Here comes Elena and Mark walking straight into our direction and everyone's just gone, okay, be composed. Just smile for the camera and I saw them just getting closer and closer. And then Elena yells out, oh, they're taking a photograph, you know, don't get in their picture.
Watch these people's picture.
I really can't believe they didn't recognise me because I still felt like I looked like me half the time.
You're trying to see if she's disguised as a rock?
They've just about run out of time and they're clutching at straws.
Do you mind if we take your picture? Will that be okay?
If only 5 minutes.
Okay. Yes, you may be in it too.
Game over, I think.
Yep, it's all over. That's 2 lost today. Oh,
Well, we actually lost money in the last challenge.
Yeah, I know.
I can't wait to see what she's actually disguised as. We probably saw her about 15 times.
I'm sure we have walked past her so many times.
Crystal's won herself a free pass through to the next episode.
How'd you go?
Her friends have no idea how close they came to finding her.
We got poison.
No, I'm afraid not.
This lady here with this guy.
Definitely not.
We didn't take any.
Didn't find her?
No.
Well, she's in the crowd. Have a look.
Where?
Son of a gun!
Where?
Oh my Christ!
There she is. Looking lovely. Absolutely lovely. Now, you guys, I'm terribly sorry, but you miss out on the money. No good, I'm afraid. Crystal Roast, what was the reward? An exemption. Free pass through the next episode.
Easy for her, hard for us.
Crystal's plan worked like a dream, but her success cost everyone $5,000. Early the following morning, their next assignment will be to get to the top of a very long and very steep hill. They'll start off with 4 bicycles and 2 scooters.
Morning. I need you to travel to Binnaburra. It's about 30 kilometres that way. It's uphill, steadily and sometimes, if not often, steeply. You have 2 hours. Now, along the way, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer them correctly, more scooters, less bicycles. Answer them incorrectly, more bicycles, less scooters. Everyone clear on that?
Yep.
Yes.
They'll earn themselves more scooters by answering questions correctly. To complete the assignment, only 6 of them need to get to the top. It's Anne-Marie who's opting out.
Sorry, guys. I just don't want to kill anybody.
For the rest of you, at the first stop, I want you to give me your answer. What number do you get if you add up all the odd numbers between 0 and 30? This assignment, by the way, is worth $10,000. Good luck.
If they can correctly add up all the odd numbers between 0 and 30, we'll give them another scooter. If they give the wrong answer, though, we'll take a scooter away and give them another bicycle.
Start working this question out.
Well, 1 to 10 is 25, so...
We've got to get a bit of speed down the hills, I think.
5 plus
That's 9.
7 is
16. Let's take it nice and slow. What's the
9
next one?
plus 16 is
What's the next one after 5?
9 16 is 25.
No, I think this one.
Has anyone got a calculator?
You don't have to worry about adding figures. All you got to do.
Just say the numbers.
Yep.
All right, okay. 1.
Yep. 1.
3.
It's 4.
5.
9.
7.
16.
9.
They're going half the speed needed to complete the 30 kilometres in under 2 hours.
I've lost my chain. Chain's come off. My chain's come off. Got it. Roger that. Don't ask me how that happened.
If they're to complete the assignment, they'll need more scooters, and for that they'll need the right answer to the maths problem.
Coming off the road. Now, the question was, what number do you get if you add up all the odd numbers between 0 and 30?
I think 225. Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
you're right.
Yep.
225.
225's right. Who wants a scooter?
I'm fine. Clock's running, so I'll take one, Grant.
All right. And a scooter. During the next leg, you'll see signs on the side of the road. Each one will have a state of the United States of America on it. At the next stop, I need you to recall 40 states for me. Off you go.
Remembering 40 of the 50 states in America will be worth 3 more scooters. But if they fail to remember 40 states, we'll take 3 scooters away.
New Jersey, New Hampshire, Alabama.
Sweet home Alabama.
Leicester, that's it.
They're concentrating on the states, but they're also racing the clock.
Elena's got a swap.
If you really want me to stop, I'll stop. I don't care, but I think Bob and Crystal will struggle more than me, that's all.
We've got to pick it up, crew.
We should stop, because I don't want Mark chucking a spastic at me. No? Yeah. stop, I'll stop. Because you're the boss, you know?
I'm not.
We'll stop round the corner.
We'll stop at the next thing.
Love's in the air.
Well, you've made me feel like now. I don't really want to keep riding.
I'm trying to make you feel like I've just asked you about 3 times.
Exactly, so I'm going to stop. I'm stopping right now, whether you like it or not. You want me to stop, I'm stopping.
All right, we're stopping. Dave.
You don't get to choose everything, all right? You
It's everything.
Well, let it go. Keep your hand on the left front, right, on that one. Change helmets.
Just remember, I don't know how to ride this thing.
You don't?
No.
Just follow us.
Where do I put this? Which one's which? I don't know.
Got that too shallow, makes you go fast. Just go real easy on it.
Where do you put your feet? Just up here?
Yeah, just up there. You've got your brakes left and right. Okay.
What?
Pull forward. Let me give you that.
Can you show me what the brake is?
Elena's now on Crystal's scooter and Crystal's taken Elena's bike. The changeover has cost them time.
You right, sweetie? Excellent.
But the time lost in the changeover is nothing compared to the time they're about to lose. Elena is on Crystal's scooter, but none of the others have told her how to ride it.
I can't turn it to the right.
All right, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, you hop back on a bike.
I can't get it back on. I can't turn it to the right. I'm not heavy enough to turn it.
All right, we'll stay on the bike.
I don't want to ride the bike. I don't want to do either one.
No, stay on the bike. Honestly, stay on the bike.
No, I'll stay on the moped, it's fine, but it's hard to concentrate when, you know, someone like you has just dished out all that and been really, really degrading and put people down. Instead of saying, Lena, maybe it's a good idea to swap, stop, you're slowing us down. You know, like it's unreasonable.
I said that twice. And you've done a fantastic job. You've done a fantastic job up that hill, but it's logical to have 3 guys on the bike and 3 women on the mopeds. That's logical.
No, sorry.
But it's logical.
One of us is going to be on the bikes no matter what you do.
I know that, but I'm just saying it's logical to have the 3 strongest on the bikes.
Who's saying that you're necessarily stronger than us? Well, I don't want this conversation right now, okay?
While all this is going on, they're losing time.
It's not time for an argument over who's the strongest and who's the weakest.
They're an hour into it. They've gone less than a third of the distance, but used up half the time.
I'm upset on a moped in God knows where with an giving me It's no big... I swear to God, like...
After all that, Elena's staying on the scooter and Crystal is staying on Elena's bike.
Go, boys, go. Come on, go.
As politically incorrect as it might sound, some people are going to have to take a hit to the ego for the team. I'm thinking about winning the money.
Since when do you take a hit to the ego?
But in less than 5 minutes, Crystal's run out of puff.
Start up slowly. If you don't want to go and do what, tell me. I'll switch. All right?
Thanks, Bobby.
Okay.
Crystal sets off strongly, but only 2 minutes later, she's given up.
Do you want to take the moped? I don't feel safe on it. I'm a dick. I can't ride it.
You 2 want to swap, we can do this?
Well, if Mark's going to chuck a spew, I don't want to ride.
I'll tell you guys, just make mine up. I mean, seriously.
Well, I think
I will
I'm
hold.
no offence, but...
No, that's fine.
Elena's taking over again, but it's only a kilometre to the next checkpoint.
Alaska. Maryland.
Florida.
They've had other things on their mind, but if they can recite 40 of the US states, they'll pick up the remaining scooters and have some chance of completing the assignment.
All right, 40 states of the United States of America, please.
Can we go for a few?
Go for
New Hampshire, New Jersey.
Hold on.
Iowa.
Pennsylvania.
Missouri.
Idaho.
Florida.
California,
Mississippi.
The first 35 states they rattle off easily, but then it gets harder.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, you're 4 short.
Did you say Massachusetts at all?
Massachusetts is a new one, 37.
Mississippi.
Mississippi's been said.
North and South Carolina.
North Carolina's been said, but South Carolina hasn't. That's 38.
2 more, guys, 2 more.
Utah.
Yeah, Utah. Utah's a new one. 39.
New Mexico.
New Mexico gives you 40.
They've won themselves the 3 remaining scooters.
With 21 minutes remaining, you get going.
Oh, nice work.
21 minutes left and 10 kilometres to go. They'd never manage it on the bicycles, but they should romp it home on the scooters. Unless, of course, anything goes wrong.
We're gonna make it, guys. Time's good. Push it.
I think I might become a bikie chick.
3 kilometres to go and 6 minutes to do it in. They're on the home run. Or they should be.
How you going, girl? Sorry, guys, there's something wrong with my bike. The fuel light's on and everything.
Something wrong with the accelerator.
What?
Something wrong with it. When we get to the top of the hill, we'll switch.
Elena's bike has broken down. And as if that wasn't enough, her nerves are still shot to pieces.
I'm so scared. I'm just petrified now, going over the edge.
The bike's playing up, and it's all right.
Bob's now riding Elena's bike, and he too has problems.
Oh, yeah.
They have 4 minutes left.
I know what you're putting up with.
It's bad, isn't it?
Oh, it's not. That wasn't you, it was the bike.
I know it was the bike. I know it wasn't me. How you going?
Bob's gone.
How you going, okay?
They're 500 metres away from the finish line.
We've got like minutes to go, so just push the damn thing up the hill, mate.
Oh, bloody well, I have to, I will.
Let's go, on, I'll stick with you.
They've only got 2 minutes to go, and they're in danger of losing $10,000. They're 500 metres away from winning $10,000, and they have less than 2 minutes to do it in.
Just dump it, mate, over here.
You right, Bobby?
Right, drop it, buddy. Let's dig.
1 minute 45 to go.
Oh, jump on, mate. Oh, come on. Come on, Bob. Go!
Thank you, go!
Time's running out.
Let's go. Go.
75 seconds left, and the finish line is 200 metres away.
Guys, we have just under 1 minute on the clock.
Yeah.
I have one more question to ask you. How much was this assignment worth?
$10,000.
And that's what you've got.
Yeah! Love it! 10 grand. We've heard that one.
Great. You guys on the bikes, push back. It's incredible.
I suggest you take your $10,000 and you get some rest. It was an early morning.
Yeah.
And I have a nasty suspicion it's going to be a very late night.
What's new?
They made it, but only just. For Elena, she was lucky to have made it at all.
Mark really ruined the whole thing for me. What would have been fun just was a nightmare, because after I had the accident I was just petrified the whole way up the mountain, and the last thing on my mind was answering the questions. Mark is definitely the top of my list at the moment for the mole. Every task we do, he seems to have a hand in making it go off the rails.
The contestants must also answer questions about who they think the mole is. Who do they each suspect?
I think the mole is doing an absolutely superb job. Well, my suspect again is first Mark and then Elena.
I have a suspicion it's Mark. A very big suspicion. I'm also riding on Anne-Marie, a lady. She's been with myself and David. She runs off her mouth a bit much and doesn't hear anybody else and cuts everybody else off early.
I still think Elena is a strong chance. Crystal Rose has also come into the picture for me. I've just got a gut feeling that Crystal may be the mole.
Mark, I'm still really sussing you. Come on, buddy. What game are you playing here? Are you playing pretend I'm the mole, people vote for me, or are you really the mole? Crystal, there's a fair chance you could be the mole because you're pretty good at your acting job at the movie world there.
While everyone else completes their computer test, Crystal can relax. She has a free pass through to the next episode. But we have a deal for her.
Crystal Rose, what would you say if I offered you $20,000 towards the kitty for your exemption? go back into the pool, you fill out the questionnaire like everyone else, you take your chances.
No.
Crystal's chosen to keep her free pass rather than add $20,000 to the prize kitty. Crystal's safe from elimination, at least for this episode, but one of the others is about to be sent home.
It's time to say goodbye to one of us. Everyone ready?
One of these people is the traitor, but which one of them is it? Whoever scored lowest in the computer test is furthest from the truth about who the mole is, and he or she is about to be sent home.
Evening all.
Evening.
Beautiful surroundings for the end of episode 6. Crystal Rose, you have an exemption from this elimination. You have a free pass through to the next episode. You can relax. What the others don't know is that Crystal Rose could have added $20,000 to the kitty this afternoon. She could have cashed in her exemption and put $20,000 into the kitty. She chose not to.
Okay.
The others might want to have a little chat with you after the elimination, Crystal Rose. But now, it's time to say goodbye to one of us. Everyone ready? Let's begin. Bob? Anne-Marie. Pete. Pete, we have to go.
Pete, mate, I love you, buddy. No way. No way. You catching up with you soon, mate, all right? She's coming up soon.
22 years old. Got such a great outlook on his life.
He's calm, he's cool. He's really, really easy to get along with.
The first time I saw him, I know I'm an old chick, but I fell in love with the eyes, mate. Just, I just went, hello.
Bedroom
happiness.
eyes.
See you guys around.
You look after yourself.
Cheers, guys. Thanks.
Take care, man.
Pete was wrong about who the traitor is. There are 6 people left. One of them is the mole. Next week on The Mole.
Complete an advanced driving test.
$10,000 is up for grabs.
Knock off an egg, knock off $500.
It's not all fun and games. There's a traitor at work.
You didn't put your seatbelt on, did you? No.
And a high-tech diamond heist.
They're protected by a security laser fence.
They must steal the diamonds without being caught.
You lose the value of that diamond.
High-stakes adrenaline, and they're racing against the clock. But one of them's a traitor. One of them's betraying everyone. One of them is the mole.